So we're going to look at how we pick a sales order. So I'm going to create a new sales order and I'm going to create this for Seligorian. So it fills in all the company details. Let's minimize that fast tab, and I'm going to order some paper. Okay, I'm going to pick from the yellow location. We'll go and have a look at the setup of the location. I'm going to order 5 packs of paper. So it's pulled through the price for this customer, because we can set up all the pricing that we require. So now I can look at my fact box and I have plenty of availability. As you can see, I've got a gross requirement of 10, which means that there's other orders outstanding, which will take me down to 149. So I have plenty in stock. In order for the warehouse to see this order, we must release the actual order. So you can see, if I close the fast tab, you can see here we have a status of open. And when I release the order, it goes to a status of released. Now I could have approvals. You can see that we have approvals on both sales and purchase order. There is a possibility to have approvals. So on that basis, this order is now released. And depending on how my workflow is, it depends on what my processes are. As the sales order clerk, I can now create the warehouse pick for this. Alternatively, if I was in the warehouse and we wanted to pick up the picks that we require, on my home page here, one of my queues would be, say, awaiting picks. So from that point of view, I can go and pick it up from there if I was in the warehouse. I want to find that order, 1022, here we go. Seligorian, and we've got 5 packs of printing paper. So what I'm going to do now is create the warehouse pick. So create the inventory pick for the warehouse to use. So here we go, actions, create inventory pick, and I'm going to create the inventory pick. I've got any warnings on just in case. If I say OK to that, it's created one for me. OK, so quantity to ship 5. So if I go to my inventory pick, search for inventory picks. You see the inventory pick and put away lines. There's my sales order 1022 for the yellow one. If I go and look at the document, so this is obviously the document. The warehouse guys will have got a piece of printed paper. Again, depending on your processes, this could go out to a tablet or a barcoding device for them. And I need to fill in the quantity to handles to say how many that I've actually picked. If I was using bins, then the bin code would come up here also for me to say which bin to go and take it from. I can automatically go and look at the source document, so I can go and see the sales order with all the detail on it if I had any queries. If I want to autofill the quantity to handle, if I had 50 lines on here, then I can autofill the quantity to handle, which would automatically default that 5 in there on, or the quantities on every single line. Once I'm happy with this, then basically I need to post this, and the choices now are ship or ship an invoice. So once I've picked my goods and handled them all correctly, being in the warehouse, the next task for me would be to ship these goods. I'm not going to ship an invoice. I'm going to show you as 2 stages. So this is inventory pick number 6 and it's sales order 1022. So if I say OK to that, it's obviously disappeared from my list here. And if we go back to our sales orders here and pick up 1022 again, you can now see that the quantity to ship is blank and the quantity shipped is 5, but I still have 5 left to invoice. There is a batch job to do this, so from a finance point of view, they can just go and run a batch job. From my point of view here, I'm just going to post this one and I'm going to invoice it now. And once I've posted this, the order has disappeared and been completed, and as you can see, it's created a posted sales invoice 103055 for our printing paper. So now this is not editable in any way. All of these details are now greyed out, and you can see from my sales order list that that 1022 has disappeared. So as long as all of the lines are shipped and invoiced on that particular order, then the orders will disappear. The purchase ordering side is absolutely identical. You raise your purchase order, you receive the goods in and put them away, and you can specify the bin that you want to put them away, and then obviously you match your invoice against the purchase order and the receipt. So the process is exactly the same and the screens look exactly the same as well.